Climate scientists have argued human activity is responsible for a significant portion of glacier melting, but haven't been able to pinpoint just how much of an effect we've had until now. A panel of researchers put together by the United Nations found human-made greenhouse gas emissions account for about 2/3 of glacier melting, specifically between 1991 and 2010. In the 140 years prior to 1991, they said humans only contributed about a quarter of the total amount. This marks the first time scientists have been able to attach a specific number to how drastic an effect the human carbon footprint is having on ice melting. The study's lead researcher is quoted in USA Today saying, "In our data, we find unambiguous evidence of anthropogenic or human-caused contribution to glacier mass loss. In the 19th and first half of the 20th century, we observed that glacier mass loss attributable to human activity is hardly noticeable, but since then has steadily increased." The researchers used data from the RANDOLPH Glacier Inventory, which is a global database created a couple years back in large part to help climatologists track sea levels. According to Live Science, the researchers studied around 200,000 different glaciers in the catalog using various climate models. They were able to isolate both human-made and natural influences on the environment and found a substantial and growing influence from man-made emissions, especially in the past 25 years. Pennsylvania State University glaciologist Richard Alley didn't participate in the study, but told NBC the findings presented concrete evidence that humans are causing the glaciers to melt. At some level, this is the pound on the table. There are no holes in this argument. We've done the work, we've done the work, we've done the work. So why does this even matter that glaciers are melting so fast? Well, the obvious effect is rising sea levels, which has recently caused many island nations who were the first ones to feel the effects of rising waters to seek help from the United Nations. And it could do a number to water supplies and possibly lead to droughts. National Geographic points out when ice melts and becomes water, it evaporates faster because glacial ice keeps the water locked away in a form in which it doesn't easily evaporate. Plus, the cycle doesn't appear to replenish once the ice is gone. The lead author also told NBC roughly 70% of glaciers could be gone by the turn of the century if nothing is done to reduce man-made greenhouse gas emissions. But if significant measures were taken, it's still possible to curb the trend. For Newsy, I'm Jay Struberg.